Have you ever wondered how aging impacts not just your body, but your sexual health and intimacy? After 60, many women experience significant changes that can deeply affect their physical and emotional well-being, particularly in their relationships. But what if I told you that this phase of life doesn't have to mean the end of sexual joy? In fact, it can be the beginning of a new, deeper exploration of intimacy. In today's video, we're diving into some critical transformations that happen after the age of 60. Changes that affect everything from vaginal lubrication to libido and intimacy. If you or someone you love is navigating this stage, stick around, because we're going to explore how you can reclaim your sexual vitality, rediscover connection with your partner, and experience intimacy in new, fulfilling ways. Why you need to watch this video until the end. The first thing you need to understand is that after 60, your body undergoes changes that are completely natural but often misunderstood. Changes that affect your sexual well-being. A decrease in vaginal lubrication, for example, is a common result of declining estrogen levels, and while it may seem like a minor issue, it can lead to significant emotional challenges. Many women find themselves feeling disconnected from their own bodies, unsure about their desirability, or even avoiding intimacy due to pain or discomfort. But there's hope. We'll talk about ways to address these physical changes and their emotional impact, from lubricants and moisturizers to pelvic exercises that help restore vaginal health. These treatments do more than just ease discomfort. They can help you feel more connected to your body and your partner, reclaiming your confidence and pleasure. We'll also cover the reduction in vaginal tissue elasticity, a change that can make sex uncomfortable or painful. But this doesn't have to be permanent, and we'll discuss how therapies like vaginal lasers and collagen-boosting supplements are offering life-changing solutions to rejuvenate tissue and enhance pleasure. Finally, we'll talk about the hormonal changes that often affect libido and sexual desire, and how you can navigate this shift without feeling like you've lost an essential part of yourself. Reigniting passion and desire is possible, and it starts with understanding the changes you're going through and taking empowered action. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, I encourage you to click the subscribe button and ring the notification bell to stay updated on all our latest content. I'm eager to hear your thoughts on today's topic. If you enjoy the content, please comment 1 below. If it doesn't resonate with you, leave a 0. Your feedback is crucial as it helps me create better videos that align with your interests. Now, let's get started. The first thing you must deeply grasp is that after 60, a woman's body undergoes significant, sometimes startling transformations that reverberate throughout every aspect of her physical and emotional well-being, particularly affecting her sexual relationships. One of the most noticeable and impactful changes is a reduction in vaginal lubrication, an outcome of the natural decline in estrogen levels that marks the onset of menopause. While this change is entirely normal, it is often misunderstood, minimized, or even dismissed by both women and society as an inconvenient but inconsequential aspect of aging. The reality, however, is far more profound and complex. This decrease in lubrication isn't just a minor physical shift. It has far-reaching emotional consequences that can take a deep toll on a woman's sense of self, her confidence, and her relationship with her partner. The physical discomfort and dryness that result from this change can lead to painful intercourse, causing a woman to retreat emotionally, feeling disconnected from her own body, and questioning her desirability, her attractiveness, or her ability to experience pleasure as she once did. Beyond the physical discomfort, many women face an emotional struggle, especially as they may experience feelings of inadequacy, loss, or fear that this change marks the end of their sexual vitality. This can lead to feelings of isolation, loneliness, or even sadness, as women feel cut off from an essential part of their identity, one that may have been closely tied to intimacy and the connection they shared with their partners. These emotional burdens are often compounded by societal expectations and pressures that continue to place immense value on youth and beauty, leading to an overwhelming sense of invisibility or obsolescence as women age. Yet, it's essential to understand that this chapter of life does not have to signal the end of sexual fulfillment or intimacy. In fact, these changes open the door to a deeper understanding of one's body, an opportunity to reclaim and redefine sexuality in later life. The good news is that there are a variety of natural, medical, and holistic resources available to help women navigate this transition and rediscover their sexual well-being. Specialized lubricants, soothing vaginal moisturizers, and hormone replacement therapies can alleviate the discomfort and dryness, rejuvenating vaginal health and making intimacy more pleasurable again. These treatments don't just address the physical symptoms, they also offer emotional healing, reminding women that their sexual vitality is far from gone. In fact, with the right care and attention, it can be reignited, allowing women to rediscover the joy, connection, and satisfaction that intimacy brings. Additionally, exercises that strengthen the pelvic floor muscles, such as Kegel exercises, have proven to be remarkably effective in restoring vaginal health, increasing sensitivity, and improving sexual pleasure. These exercises help to enhance circulation, strengthen muscle tone, and improve overall function in the pelvic region. When done regularly, they not only help prevent or reverse vaginal dryness but also increase the sense of physical pleasure and comfort during sex. These exercises can make a dramatic difference in a woman's emotional and physical confidence, empowering her to feel more in tune with her body and its ability to experience pleasure. The emotional rewards are just as significant, as these exercises can help women reconnect with their own sense of agency, strengthening their belief that they are worthy of pleasure, connection, and love. Understanding and accepting these changes in the body is not a sign of weakness, but rather a powerful and courageous first step toward embracing sexuality in its fullest form in later years. These transformations, though initially daunting, are far from limitations. They are an invitation, an opportunity to rediscover one's sensuality and to explore intimacy in ways that are more conscious, more fulfilling, and deeply enriching. This phase of life can offer profound, meaningful experiences that honor both the wisdom gained over the years and the renewed capacity for deep, heartfelt connection. With greater awareness of one's desires, needs, and boundaries, intimacy and maturity can be marked by a new kind of sensuality, one that transcends physical changes and reaches into the heart, where pleasure, love, and connection are explored in ways that are not just fulfilling, but transformative. It is not the end of sexual joy, rather, it's the beginning of a deeper, more thoughtful exploration of intimacy, one that emphasizes not only physical satisfaction, but emotional depth, mutual understanding, and a renewed sense of vitality and empowerment. The second critical aspect that deserves deep attention is the gradual reduction in vaginal tissue elasticity, an issue that many women may not fully realize or recognize until they begin to experience the physical and emotional effects during sexual intimacy. As the years pass, particularly after the age of 60, the loss of collagen, coupled with a decrease in blood flow to the intimate area, can result in the soft tissues of the vagina becoming thinner, less supple, and sometimes even slightly stiff. This change can lead to a narrowing of the vaginal canal, which may make sexual intercourse uncomfortable or even painful. The discomfort can feel like an insurmountable physical barrier, creating emotional challenges as well. The sensation of disconnection or frustration can affect not only the pleasure derived from intimacy, but also the deep, sacred connection shared with a partner. This shift can leave women feeling discouraged, unsure, and at times, disconnected from their bodies and the very act of intimacy. The emotional impact of these changes is significant. For many women, the idea that their bodies are no longer as responsive or as elastic as they once were can trigger feelings of inadequacy or fear. There may be a sense of loss, not just in the physical realm, but emotionally as well. The thought that intimacy might no longer hold the same joy or fulfillment can be disheartening. However, the most important thing to recognize is that these changes do not have to be permanent, nor should they define the quality of sexual experiences in later years. In fact, there are numerous treatments and therapies that can help restore the elasticity of vaginal tissue, enabling women to experience pleasure and intimacy without restriction. Modern medical advances, such as the use of vaginal laser treatments, have shown incredibly promising results in rejuvenating vaginal tissue. These lasers work by stimulating the production of collagen and increasing blood circulation, helping to restore the tissue's natural elasticity and improving overall vaginal health. The results have been transformative for many women, offering a non-invasive, effective way to regain the comfort and pleasure they once had. In addition to laser therapies, supplements that stimulate collagen production, such as those containing hyaluronic acid, vitamin C, and other key nutrients, can help to strengthen and nourish vaginal tissues, improving both their elasticity and resilience over time. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. For many women, the addition of water or silicone-based lubricants into their sexual routine can also play a crucial role in reducing discomfort and enhancing pleasure. These lubricants can act as a soothing, protective layer, helping to alleviate dryness and friction that can occur as a result of reduced tissue elasticity. By making intimacy more comfortable, lubricants can help women rediscover the joy of sexual connection without the fear of pain or discomfort. It's essential to understand that, just like any part of the body, the intimate area continues to respond positively to care, attention, and nurturing. The body is not static. It can heal, adjust, and thrive with the right support. By taking the time to invest in the health of this area through self-care practices, therapies, and open communication with a partner, a woman can regain her sexual vitality and transform her intimate life in ways that feel both empowering and liberating. Restoring the health and vitality of the intimate area is an act of self-love, an investment in one's own well-being that can make a profound difference in how one experiences sexuality after 60. Facing these changes with courage, hope, and a willingness to explore solutions can be incredibly empowering. It allows women to embrace their sexuality fully in maturity, recognizing that this stage of life can hold deep, profound intimacy and joy. With the right approach, there is no reason why sexual life after 60 cannot be just as vibrant, meaningful, and fulfilling as it was in earlier years, if not more so, as maturity brings with it a deeper understanding of one's desires, needs, and capacity for connection. These changes are not obstacles to overcome but opportunities to explore intimacy in a more conscious, profound way, where every moment of pleasure can be savored with a sense of gratitude, self-acceptance, and renewed passion. The third critical thing you need to understand is the profound, often unsettling effect that hormonal changes after the age of 60 have on a woman's sexual desire. As the body undergoes the natural aging process, levels of essential hormones like estrogen and testosterone begin to decline, hormones that once played a pivotal role in fueling sexual desire and arousal. This reduction can have a significant, and sometimes overwhelming, impact on a woman's interest in sex. But what many women may not anticipate is that this hormonal shift is not just a physical change. It reaches deep into the emotional and psychological layers of a woman's identity, fundamentally altering how she perceives her own sensuality and femininity. The loss of libido can feel like an invisible wound, leaving many women with a sense of frustration and confusion. It may evoke feelings of sadness and even grief, as they grapple with the idea of no longer feeling sexually vibrant or desired. For some, this shift can lead to a painful sense of disconnection from their partner, creating emotional distance and an intimacy gap that was once so natural and effortless. In long-term relationships, the decline in sexual desire may bring up unspoken fears of inadequacy or rejection, which can erode self-esteem and create tension in the relationship. What once was an easy, joyful part of life can suddenly feel like a foreign land, an unfamiliar terrain that feels hard to navigate. However, it's important to acknowledge that sexual desire does not simply disappear, it evolves. The complexities of this evolution are influenced not only by hormonal fluctuations but also by other key factors, such as overall health, mental and emotional well-being, and the quality of the relationship with one's partner. These changes are multifaceted and deeply personal, and they often require a compassionate understanding that what is lost can, in time, be rediscovered. For many women, the key to reigniting passion lies in cultivating a deep sense of self-care and well-being, practices that nourish the body, mind, and soul. A balanced diet rich in essential nutrients, regular exercise that promotes strength and vitality, and activities that boost self-esteem can all play a crucial role in restoring a sense of vitality and sensuality. This shift towards prioritizing well-being can create the space for sexual desire to bloom once again, but in a way that feels more aligned with one's current self and life stage. In addition to these lifestyle changes, hormone replacement therapies, prescribed under the careful supervision of a qualified healthcare professional, can offer an option for women looking to balance their hormone levels and restore some of the physical vitality associated with sexual desire. These therapies, when tailored to the individual, have the potential to rejuvenate a woman's interest in intimacy and help her reclaim an important aspect of her sexuality that may have seemed lost. Yet, perhaps the most empowering shift lies in understanding that this phase of life need not be a time of mourning what once was. It can, in fact, be an opportunity for reinvention, an opportunity to rediscover intimacy and sexual pleasure on new, deeper levels. Many women come to realize that their sexual selves can be reinvigorated not by chasing the past, but by embracing the present moment, guided by wisdom and self-awareness. Desire, they discover, can be cultivated and nurtured in ways that are profoundly enriching, offering a more authentic and fulfilling sexual experience. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. By normalizing these changes and approaching them with openness and grace, women can create a new chapter in their sexual lives, one that is marked not by loss or limitation, but by newfound intimacy, connection, and self-knowledge. Rather than feeling diminished, many women find that they have the power to redefine their sexuality in a way that is uniquely their own, with a deeper appreciation for their bodies, their desires, and the way they relate to their partners. This can lead to a richer, more fulfilling sexual journey, one that is not confined by external expectations, but is instead rooted in self-empowerment, connection, and pleasure. Through this process, the flame of desire is not extinguished. It is transformed into something even more profound, offering a more profound sense of intimacy and joy than ever before. The fourth crucial aspect to understand is how the natural changes in blood flow that accompany aging can have a profound impact on the sensitivity of the intimate region after the age of 60. As women grow older, circulation naturally decreases throughout the body, and this includes the blood flow to the pelvic area. This diminished circulation can result in a reduced ability to feel sensations with the same intensity as before, leaving many women with a sense of numbness or diminished pleasure during sexual activity. For many, this decrease in sensitivity is often mistaken for a complete loss of the ability to experience sexual pleasure. Unfortunately, this misconception can lead to feelings of frustration, confusion, and even a reluctance to engage in intimacy, as women may feel as though their bodies no longer respond in the way they once did. The emotional toll of this change can be significant. The reduction in sensitivity can be discouraging, leaving women feeling disconnected from their own bodies and, at times, from their partners. It can foster a sense of loss and disillusionment, as women may feel as though they have been cut off from one of life's most intimate and pleasurable experiences. This can sometimes lead to withdrawal from sexual activity altogether, as the very thought of not experiencing pleasure as they once did can feel disheartening. Yet, it is important to recognize that the loss of sensitivity is not the same as the loss of the capacity for pleasure. There are effective ways to revitalize and enhance the sensitivity that may feel diminished. What many people don't realize is that improving circulation and reactivating sensitivity is entirely possible, and even enjoyable, through a variety of practices. Regular aerobic exercises, such as walking, swimming, or dancing, can significantly improve blood flow throughout the entire body, including the pelvic region. Increased circulation can help bring sensation back, allowing for a more responsive and pleasurable experience during intimacy. Additionally, specific massages designed to stimulate local circulation, particularly around the pelvic area, can help to enhance blood flow, while also offering a relaxing and sensual experience. These tactile experiences, combined with sensory stimulation, can help reignite sensations that may have been thought lost forever. Moreover, introducing new approaches to intimacy, such as using toys or exploring different forms of physical stimulation, can bring a fresh, exciting dynamism to a woman's sexual life. Experimenting with new techniques and discovering alternative ways to experience pleasure can help shift the focus away from what's been lost and towards what can still be felt and enjoyed. For many women, these changes can become an opportunity for creativity and self-discovery, allowing them to explore their desires in new ways and deepen the connection with their own bodies and their partners. Perhaps most importantly, accepting these changes as a natural part of the aging process is the first step in overcoming the sense of loss. By shifting perspective and embracing the idea that these changes are not a personal failing but simply a normal, inevitable phase of life, women can open themselves to a more positive and proactive approach. Rather than resigning themselves to the belief that sexual pleasure is a thing of the past, they can choose to explore and adopt new practices that revitalize their sexual experience. With an open mind and a willingness to experiment with different approaches, many women rediscover the joy and importance of pleasure as an essential part of their quality of life, regardless of age. Sexuality is not something that disappears with time, but rather something that evolves and transforms in new, exciting ways. By embracing this journey with a sense of curiosity and self-compassion, women can find that their capacity for pleasure, intimacy, and connection is as vibrant as ever, just in different and often more meaningful ways than before. This shift in mindset can help restore confidence and bring a renewed sense of vitality to sexual life, proving that pleasure and intimacy are not reserved for the young, but are lifelong sources of joy, connection, and self-empowerment. The fifth crucial aspect to understand is how the emotional and psychological changes that come with aging after the age of 60 can have a profound and sometimes underestimated effect on the overall quality of life, particularly when it comes to intimacy and sexuality. As women grow older, many face a range of emotional challenges that can deeply affect their sense of self and their ability to engage in sexual expression. These challenges can manifest in many forms: feelings of being less attractive, insecurities about the body's changes, or the weight of accumulated emotional traumas and life experiences. These emotional shifts can often be compounded by the societal pressures that devalue aging women's sexuality, leading to feelings of isolation, loss, and even shame. Such emotional burdens can sometimes create invisible but powerful barriers that reduce interest in exploring sexuality, leaving many women feeling disconnected from their own sensuality and desires. For some, the emotional toll of these changes leads to a sense of withdrawal from intimacy, as the idea of being sexually active feels either unattainable or no longer desirable. These emotional and psychological shifts are far from trivial. They shape the way women perceive their own bodies, their sexual worth, and their capacity for pleasure. This internal landscape can deeply influence the quality of intimate relationships, often in subtle yet profound ways. Women may feel less confident or less engaged in sexual activity, unsure of how to navigate this new chapter of their lives. They may also experience difficulty communicating their desires or fears with their partners, which can create a sense of emotional distance and disconnection. The loss of the physical sensations and spontaneous passion of youth can feel like an existential loss, not just of sexual pleasure but of an important part of one's identity. However, it is critical to recognize that the emotional aspect of sexuality is just as essential as the physical. This is where an extraordinary opportunity for personal transformation and reinvention lies. The way we view ourselves, how we embrace or resist the changes that come with aging, plays a pivotal role in how we engage with sexuality and intimacy at any stage of life. Working on cultivating self-compassion, nurturing a positive and empowering perspective on aging, and accepting the inevitable changes in our bodies can be an absolute game changer. This shift in mindset helps women to see aging as an opportunity for growth and exploration rather than something to be feared or rejected. It is through embracing these changes that many women find the courage to reconnect with their bodies and desires in a fresh and deeply fulfilling way. Therapy, such as psychotherapy focused on self-esteem, body image, and sexuality, can be an incredible support in this process. These therapeutic approaches help women to heal old wounds, address limiting beliefs, and cultivate a deeper sense of self-worth and sensuality. It's through this emotional healing that women are often able to reconnect with the joy of being sexual beings, regardless of age. Another essential part of navigating this emotional landscape is fostering open and honest communication with one's partner. As women age and experience changes in their desires, body, and emotions, the dynamics of intimacy inevitably shift. However, many couples find that the key to preserving a fulfilling sexual relationship lies in openly discussing their fears, desires, and expectations. This level of transparency fosters a deeper sense of trust, understanding, and emotional closeness between partners. When both individuals can approach sexuality without shame, judgment, or unrealistic expectations, It creates an environment where true connection and mutual pleasure can flourish. Rather than retreating into silence or withdrawing, many women discover that through sincere dialogue with their partners, they are able to deepen intimacy in ways that are more authentic, more vulnerable, and more fulfilling than before. In fact, these conversations can often serve as the foundation for a renewed sense of sexual connection, as couples navigate the complexities of aging together in a spirit of collaboration and mutual respect. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment number 3 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. What is often overlooked is that sexuality and maturity doesn't have to be a diminished version of what it once was. It doesn't have to be a mere shadow of youthful desire or an echo of past experiences. Instead, it can be an opportunity to experience a deeper, more conscious, and more fulfilling connection, one that is grounded in emotional depth, shared history, and mutual respect. For many women, this stage of life presents an incredible opportunity for rediscovery. Sexuality in this phase of life is not about chasing youth or trying to replicate what once was, but rather embracing a new way of being sexual, one that is infused with wisdom, self-awareness, and a richer understanding of what it means to be a sexual person. Women often find that as they let go of societal expectations and the pressure to perform, they discover more meaningful, mindful ways to connect with their own bodies and their partners. The sexual experiences of this stage of life can become a unique blend of emotional intimacy, sensual exploration, and intellectual connection that was not possible in earlier years. Ultimately, by embracing these emotional changes and actively working to overcome feelings of insecurity, fear, or grief, many women come to realize that this phase of life can be filled with deeply satisfying and enriching sexual experiences. The connection between companionship and pleasure becomes something more profound, more intentional, and more transformative. In doing so, women find that they are not only able to enjoy the pleasures of intimacy once again, but they can also experience a greater sense of fulfillment, confidence, and empowerment than ever before. By accepting the emotional and psychological shifts that come with aging and using them as a platform for personal growth and rediscovery, many women find that the sexual experiences of later life can be among the most fulfilling, meaningful, and joyful of all. Far from being something to fear or regret, this stage of life holds the potential for a deeper, more vibrant sexuality that nourishes the mind, body, and soul. The sixth crucial point that deserves more attention is the significant yet often overlooked impact that reduced testosterone levels in women can have on both sexual desire and overall physical energy after the age of 60. While testosterone is typically associated with men, it is, in fact, a vital hormone for women's sexual health, vitality, and overall well-being. Testosterone plays a key role in stimulating libido, maintaining muscle strength, boosting bone density, and contributing to a sense of overall vitality. As women age, especially during menopause and beyond, their natural testosterone production declines, and this hormonal shift can manifest in several ways. Many women begin to notice a decrease in sexual desire, accompanied by a general feeling of fatigue, lethargy, or a sense of diminished physical energy. These symptoms, while natural, can be discouraging, leaving women feeling disconnected from their bodies, their sexuality, and even their partners. The decrease in sexual desire, compounded by constant fatigue, can often create a vicious cycle. For many women, the feeling of exhaustion makes the prospect of intimacy seem daunting or even unappealing. When paired with a drop in libido, this fatigue can result in a diminished interest in physical touch or romantic connection, causing emotional distance to creep into relationships. Additionally, the psychological toll of this hormonal change can lead to feelings of inadequacy, frustration, or even self-doubt. Women may feel less feminine or desirable, or that they've lost part of themselves in this phase of life, causing a decline in self-esteem. These emotional and psychological shifts can impact not just a woman's sexual life, but her sense of overall well-being, making it even harder to find the energy or desire to nurture intimacy with a partner. However, the good news is that understanding the critical role testosterone plays in a woman's sexual health and vitality opens up many potential solutions. Addressing this hormonal imbalance can have a profoundly positive impact, not only on libido but also on physical energy and self-confidence. One of the most effective strategies is hormone replacement therapy, HRT, specifically bioidentical testosterone therapy, which is prescribed and monitored under the supervision of a qualified healthcare provider. This therapy aims to restore testosterone levels to their optimal range, alleviating symptoms of low libido, energy loss, and even some mood disturbances. For those who prefer natural alternatives, various lifestyle changes and supplements can also help balance hormone levels. Supplements like zinc, vitamin D, magnesium, and certain herbal remedies such as maca root and tribulus can support testosterone production and help mitigate some of the symptoms of hormonal decline, offering a gentler approach to restoring balance without invasive treatments. In addition to medical interventions or supplements, engaging in regular physical activity is one of the most effective natural ways to stimulate testosterone production and improve overall well-being. Resistance exercises, including weight training, bodyweight exercises, and activities like yoga or Pilates, are particularly beneficial for boosting testosterone levels and enhancing physical strength. These forms of exercise not only stimulate hormone production but also help build muscle mass, improve bone density, and increase energy levels, crucial factors in maintaining a healthy, active, and vibrant lifestyle. Beyond the physical benefits, these activities also promote a sense of empowerment, boosting self-confidence and helping women feel more connected to their bodies, which can directly translate into a more positive attitude toward intimacy. Women who prioritize regular physical exercise often report feeling more energetic, mentally clear, and emotionally resilient, all of which contribute to an improved sexual experience and a heightened sense of connection with their partners. Another essential element to consider is that small but consistent changes in daily routines can have a profound impact on restoring lost vigor and enhancing libido. Simple adjustments, such as improving sleep hygiene, managing stress through mindfulness practices or meditation, eating a balanced diet rich in healthy fats, proteins, and antioxidants, and staying hydrated, can all support the body's ability to produce testosterone and optimize its function. By making these changes, many women begin to notice a significant improvement in their physical energy, mental clarity, and emotional balance, which creates a positive feedback loop that rejuvenates sexual interest and overall vitality. Ultimately, the key is recognizing that while hormonal changes are a natural part of aging, the body remains highly responsive to positive care and proper stimulation. Women in their 60s and beyond do not have to accept a diminished quality of life or sexual satisfaction. By understanding the importance of testosterone and taking steps to balance hormone levels, they can rediscover the energy and libido that may have been lost. Rather than viewing these changes as something to be feared or accepted passively, women can embrace them as an opportunity to care for themselves in new and empowering ways. By seeking out resources, support, and knowledge, women can experience not only a revitalization of their sexual health, but also a deeper sense of self-worth and confidence. Maturity and aging don't mark the end of sexual vitality. They can be the beginning of a new, more profound chapter in life. With self-care, proper attention to hormonal balance, and an open mindset, many women find that their sexual lives can be as vibrant, meaningful, and fulfilling as ever. Sexuality is not something that diminishes with age. It is something that can evolve, grow, and be enjoyed with a renewed sense of vitality, pleasure, and connection. The seventh and often less discussed point is the significant changes that occur in women's anal region after the age of 60, and how these changes can directly impact sexual health and intimate life. As women age, the body undergoes a number of subtle transformations, and the anal area is no exception. With time, the muscles surrounding this area naturally lose some of their strength, tone, and elasticity, which can lead to increased sensitivity or, in some cases, discomfort during activities that involve this part of the body. These changes may not only impact physical sensation but can also affect overall well-being, as the loss of muscle strength and flexibility can contribute to difficulties with control, leading to feelings of insecurity or frustration. Moreover, changes in connective tissue, along with reduced blood flow, can make the skin in this area more delicate, further contributing to discomfort or irritation. For many women, these changes may lead to a reluctance to engage in intimate activities that involve the anal region, or they may cause anxiety about how to navigate intimacy in a way that feels comfortable and pleasurable. Unfortunately, these concerns are rarely discussed openly, leading many women to feel isolated or ashamed of the changes their bodies are undergoing. The stigma around the topic of anal health in aging women can leave many feeling unsure about how to address these issues or how to seek help. However, it's important to understand that these changes are a natural part of the aging process, and there are effective ways to manage them in order to maintain a healthy and fulfilling sexual life. Far from being something to avoid or feel ashamed of, the body's changes, including those in the anal area, can be addressed with knowledge and the right practices that promote both physical and emotional well-being. One of the most effective ways to maintain strength and flexibility in the anal region is through pelvic floor exercises, such as Kegel exercises. These exercises are widely known for their benefits to the vaginal muscles, but they also work wonders for the anal muscles, helping to tone and strengthen them. By regularly practicing Kegels, women can improve muscle control and increase comfort during intimate moments, making them feel more confident in their sexual experiences. In addition to pelvic floor exercises, regular skin hydration is essential to maintaining the health of the skin around the anal area. Dry or irritated skin can exacerbate discomfort, so using gentle moisturizers and ensuring the area is well hydrated can prevent irritation and promote a smoother, more comfortable experience. Another key practice is the use of lubricants during intimate activities. Proper lubrication not only enhances comfort but also reduces friction and irritation, improving the experience for women and their partners. Choosing the right type of lubricant, whether water-based, silicone-based, or oil-based, depending on personal preference, can make a significant difference in reducing discomfort and improving overall intimacy. It's also important to address these concerns from an emotional and psychological perspective. Accepting and caring for these changes is essential to maintaining a positive and satisfying sexual life. Aging doesn't mean that intimacy or pleasure has to diminish. In fact, it offers an opportunity to embrace a new way of experiencing sexuality with more awareness, compassion, and depth. Women who approach these physical changes with an open mind and a sense of self-compassion can create space for more fulfilling sexual experiences, ones that are grounded in acceptance rather than shame. The key is to understand the body as a whole, recognizing that every change, whether hormonal, muscular, or emotional, is an opportunity for growth, healing, and rediscovery. By taking proactive steps to care for the body, women can continue to enjoy intimacy as a source of joy, connection, and pleasure, even in their later years. Ultimately, it's important to recognize that aging doesn't equate to losing connection with pleasure or sexual vitality. Instead, it's an opportunity to rediscover new ways to engage in intimacy, exploring it with more mindfulness and intentionality. Understanding the changes that the female body undergoes after 60, whether hormonal shifts, muscular transformations, or emotional shifts, is an empowering step toward embracing this phase with wisdom and confidence. Knowledge is power, and with the right information and practices, women can not only navigate these changes with grace but can turn them into opportunities to live fully and authentically. By embracing the natural transformations of the body, women can reclaim their pleasure, deepen their relationships, and experience sexuality in ways that are both profound and empowering. Intimacy, regardless of age, can remain a source of connection, joy, and vitality for those who are willing to face these changes with an open heart and a proactive approach. So, what have you learned today about the natural changes that come with aging and how they affect your sexual well-being? Whether it's understanding how to manage vaginal dryness, the importance of pelvic exercises, or ways to reignite your desire, I hope this video has helped you realize that sexuality doesn't fade away with age, it evolves. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What's one thing you've learned today that you will start to practice in your own life? Leave a comment below and share your thoughts. And if you found this video helpful, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content on health, relationships, and embracing the changes that come with aging. Together, we can continue to support each other on this incredible journey.